What is up, YouTube fam? TJP Fishing Outdoors, and yeah, we're gonna be talking rods and reels today, okay? Whole bunch of videos coming out all at once. I took all these down. I took some down from the rafters, and there's a line right there. But anyway, sorry. Before we get into that, I want to say the verse today, because we got a lot to go through. I want to say the verse today, which comes from Matthew 18:20. For where two or three gather in my name, there I am with them. That is an amazing verse. Take that verse throughout your week. Also, trying to be monetized by the end of the year, or you know, I might just say 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year, and I'll be giving away 10 mystery tackle boxes to 10 lucky winners. So, if you guys want that, and you guys are new, hit that subscribe button, because we got a lot to go through, okay? And I'm going to be pumping out a couple more videos, so once again, you'll probably see me in this. But I'll set you guys there so I can talk about all of these, okay? In a video that I'm going to do probably right after this, you're not going to need all of these, okay? I counted, and there's 21 rods and reels right here, along with 6 that are in the rafters, including this one that keeps bugging me. Anywho, we got a lot to go through, okay? You're not going to need all of these, but that's not what this video is about. This is going kind of in detail about all of them. If you guys are on the market for some rods and reels and you don't really know what to use, you're new to fishing or something, or you want to upgrade, or you're just looking around, I'm here to tell you about all of them. The first few here, I got 2 catfish rods and then like 3, 4 crappie rods, so just bear with me through that. I don't do a whole lot of catfishing. Okay, I don't know why it stopped. Anyway, it stopped, but I don't do a whole lot of catfishing, but here I have a spinning setup with 65-pound braid, a Lume Cat Daddy. It is I don't know the length on this, sorry. Anyway, this is a Lume Cat Daddy. I don't know the length on it. It is a 2-piece, so if you feel okay about that. Medium heavy action, 3/8 to 2 ounce lure weight, rating 10 to 20 pound line weight rating. Now I have 65-pound braid on here. If you guys get, oh, it's really faded too. Dead gum. That just was a load of barnacles. But if you guys get into the line, like, yes, this is 65-pound braid and the line rating is more than that. It's all about diameter. This is all probably based off of monofilament line. So, you know, you got to kind of do some figuring there. But I have 65-pound braid. I don't have anything. I used to have a leader attached to it, but it broke off because I'm just reeling in monsters all day long, or logs. But this is my spinning setup, and we have a spin cast setup, which that came in, whenever I got it, it was $35, and I believe now it was $40 or $60 or $70. I can't remember. The price going way up on it. But this is a Shakespeare Tiger rod, a 6'6" medium heavy action rod, casting rod, with a Zebco 888 on it. It is a big sucker, heavy duty, and I believe I have 20 or 30-pound monofilament on this, and it winches in the fish. And this is what I use more for live bait fishing or cut bait or something like that. But I have that for my catfishing rods. I'm not too in-depth on catfishing, so that's why I just have very cheap, basic equipment, because I don't do a lot of it. And when I do, I want to have the power to be able to do so. So next up, we'll go with our little crappie rod. So this right here is a little micro series. I believe it is a 4'9", 4'6" ultralight. I don't even know if you'll be able to see it in frame. Very cheap, very cheap. But I use this a lot for my creek fishing, because I can get in those nooks and crannies and with this little bitty rod. And I love ultralight fishing. It's amazing. But there's that. If you're into creek fishing, I'd probably, like if you're doing it a lot, I'd probably look at upgrading it, because I'm sure this is very cheap. It's like $20 or so. So there's that. On to my crappie stuff. Okay, this is one I have. It is a Fluger Lady Try-On. I can't remember. Well, that sounded really bad. I was getting ready to say I can't remember who I got this for, but I can't remember who I got this for. But this was used in my Rooster Tail Inline Spinner Challenge. It was a great rod when I used it. I haven't used it a whole bunch, but it is a medium action 6'10" one piece. It's got 10-pound braid on it. It's a great little spinning setup. If you want to throw anything on it, it's very versatile in that. Just watch out for your light stuff. But for my inline spinners, hard baits, crappie hard baits, and all of that stuff, panfish hard baits, I use this is my third rod, by the way. I have a Bass Pro Micro Light, which is a light power, fast action, 7 foot. Has a lure weight of 1/16 ounce to 1/4 of an ounce. It is a 2-piece, and it is all messed up because I'm sure I snapped it off. And it has an Abu Garcia 2500 Abu Garcia Black Max 30 on it. I know that's way overkill, but I think this is my first ever spinning reel I got, and then this is like my third. I don't know if this is my third. No, it's not. But I wanted something a little bit heavier, or a little bit more stiffer to throw those heavier baits than an ultralight. So that's why I got that. That rod was probably $30, and I have no idea on the Black Max anymore. But my prized possession here, what I would love to do if I can't bass fish anymore, is this is my third rod. This is a Proficiency Crazy rod, 6'8" ultralight. I love a 7 foot. And too bad it's not. I mean, it's close enough to 7 foot, but 6'8" ultralight, and I can throw these 1/32 ounce jig heads all day long, and I have a Lose Light Speed on here. It is so scuffed up. It has seen better days. I definitely need to upgrade or just get a new one of these, because it has been thrown around in the sand, in a boat, in the water, but it has held up very good. Got 10-pound braid on this, so it's done very good. I just have a problem with snapping trees, so that's why. Ultralight, you gotta be careful with them. You know, it's not like your catfish rods where you can just take them up to a tree, swing it like a baseball bat. You gotta be very gentle with them, but I love it. It's very great. If you guys are into crappie fishing, definitely invest in a ultralight rod. But once again, I'm not here to tell you what to buy and what not to buy. I'm just showing you what I have and why I have it. The next video, or a video later, will be, you don't need all this. There you go. There's the title for the next video. But next up, I have a Lose Xfinity Speed Stick, a Daiwa Regal LT 2500. This is a 6'6" medium fast rod, and I love Daiwa, love their stuff. I don't have a lot, but I have this and a casting reel, but I love their stuff. It is so smooth and a great price point too. And I have this for my weightless or very light weighted flukes, in case I need that, because the lure weight is 1/8 to 1/2 ounce, so you can throw pretty much anything on this. I just decided I've got all these rods and reels laying around, I might as well do that. So I have this for my weightless fluke or weighted fluke, a light jerkbait setup. That's what I have it for. And then I have a Guggen Squad Go-To Spinning Series rod. This is the green series, so it is a I can't remember where it was at. This is 7'2", medium heavy, fast action. So I got 15-pound fluoro on this. I throw it more for my underspins. My underspins are very heavy. I don't know why I ever bought so heavy underspins, but I did. So I throw my underspins or like some small swim baits on there. This is really just an all-purpose rod. If one of these I'm using and I need something else, I have this as a backup. So I don't really use it that much unless I'm using underspins or jig head on a swim bait, something like that, small jig heads. This one here, we're getting into my spinning rods, if you can't tell. This has a cover on it. This is my wacky rig setup. I have a Lume Laser Pro, kind of matched with this, with a 13 Fishing Defy Black. This is a 7'1" medium light power rod. So it has a 1/16 to 3/8 of an ounce lure weight rating. And once again, I use this for my wacky rigs. And this tip is very sensitive. It comes in about $60 or $70, somewhere in between there. Great starter. Once again, I haven't checked prices on this stuff in a long time, so if they've gone up, I am sorry. But I have this for my wacky rig and I love it. I haven't had any issues with it. I have seen some reviews where they didn't like it, but I haven't ran into any of those issues, and I use a wacky rig a lot throughout the year. So next up we have a Lume Xfinity Speed Stick, once again with a Shimano 2500 HG neck save. Okay, this is the best. Whenever I was listening to a podcast, it was around $50 and they talked very highly of this, and I will talk very highly of this as well, because this is probably the smoothest and cheapest reel you can get. So if you want to get these reels and throw them on every single spinning setup you have, definitely go for it. The only problem is you got to be gentle with your wire here. But other than that, once again, this is a 6'10", medium fast. So a little bit longer than the other speed stick, but I use this for my drop shots. I could probably get away with like a medium light. It's still sensitive enough where I can feel it, feel the bites no matter what. I try to use this a lot. It's just whenever it messes up bad, so I don't use it a whole lot. But I haven't had, once again, I haven't had any issues with all of these rods and reels so far, besides your normal throwing into a wind on a windy day with your spinning stuff and getting wind knots and stuff like that. But this is once again a great rod and reel. I remember I seen they had these on clearance at Walmart for dirt cheap, so be sure to be checking your clearance stuff if they still have them. But there's my drop shot rod and reel. And then moving on to my final spinning is this Lume Carbon Fire, which I bought this as a combo, which I don't think it came as a combo. I had to buy it separately. But this is probably my newest spinning, I think it is, my newest spinning combo, and I love it. I needed something because I wanted a rod and reel for everything, so I didn't have to constantly switch things. I know that probably isn't the best financial move, but simple-minded me is, hey, I want to fish with this rig, I have this rod and reel. You know, all I have to do is change the bait if I need to. But this is amazing, okay? I know it's a little bit pricier. I believe it was like $140, $160 for once everything was said and done, but this is a 6'9" medium light fast action, because your Ned rigs shouldn't at least what I throw, isn't very heavy. I'm throwing very light Ned rigs, so I need something that's sensitive so I can feel everything and I can cast everything. So this is a great combo. I'm not sure if, I believe this was a Dick's exclusive. I'm not sure if they still sell it, but if you can get your hands on one of these and you are a Ned rig, you can also use this for your wacky rigs. I've used that before, or drop shots. I've used it for that before. But it is a very good light spinning setup. That is high quality, and I don't believe is going to break the bank. It's not like you're dumping $200 into a rod and $200 into a reel or more, because there's more expensive stuff out there, I know. But this is amazing. This will probably get you all your light stuff, lighter fishing stuff. So that is your Lume's Carbon Fire. Now moving on to spinning or casting, I have this, I don't even know what it is, Abu Garcia BCX 5600. Okay, I got this and a rod from an auction. Okay, don't tell me how much it is because I don't know how much it is. But this is my swim bait rod. Hardly ever use it. This is a $100 rod from Daiwa DXSB. It is an 8-foot medium heavy rod. I mean, it is pretty good. I've bent the eye, I can tell. But throwing a swim bait for like the 10 times that I have, it's worked really well, and the reel is okay. I don't really have much to say about big swim bait fishing, and I'm sorry, I just don't do a whole lot of that. That's not my expertise, I should say. So I do have a swim bait rod and reel combo. Could I educate you on it? No, because I don't know that much about that particular field. But it is a good rod. If you're looking to get into swim bait fishing, then that's not going to break the bank, because I believe there's $100, and in swim bait fishing, you can pay a pretty penny for a lot of that stuff. So I upgraded the handle too. That's why if you Google search that and you can't find the handle on that, it's different. So moving on to, I believe, my newest, yes, this is my newest casting combo setup. It was $150 or something. This is a Lume's Custom XP medium fast action, 7-foot. Okay. This was for my light crankbait, because there's like a little BFS thing. But I just think this is a whole bunch of BS, if you want my honest opinion. Because I have a little crankbait that works wonders, and I wanted to use it on a casting setup and not a spinning, and it doesn't do good. I'm sure if you use this the right way, it is great. Just not for me. But I'm not going to talk down about it, because it is a great rod and reel. It was very nice, it was pricey whenever I just had the impulsive decision to do it. But that is that. This is my top water combo, the Berkeley Lightning Rod Shock. It says engineered for braided line. Luckily that's what we have on it. 7-foot medium heavy fast rod and a Lume's Classic Pro. This is probably an amazing starter combo if you don't want to get the Abu Garcia or something cheap that you're not going to like and then learn to hate bait casting. This is a great one. It was about $60 whenever I got it. But I throw all of these on my top waters. Got 65-pound braid on here. Right now I have a walking bait. Need to change everything, to be honest. But this is a great like starter top water setup. You could throw everything you want on it pretty much. So I have high thoughts and everything with that, with this rod and reel combo. Next I have a This was my spinnerbait. I know it's got a swim bait on it, but spinnerbait, chatterbait, rod and reel, a Lume Laser HS, a $30 rod. Definitely looking to upgrade it, but it works. Goodness, it works for the time being. It works really well with spinnerbaits and chatterbaits because you can really feel that vibration in the tip there. And once again, I have a Lume Classic Pro on this 7-foot medium heavy fast action rod. I would definitely look to upgrade this once again for a more specialty for this. If you need a rod that doesn't break the bank, there you go. So spinnerbaits and chatterbaits I don't use a whole lot, but as much as some other stuff, you know, I still use it a lot. Here I have my Abu Garcia Pro Max, or Max Pro. This was $80 or $90 whenever I got it, with a Shakespeare Ugly Sticks Light Pro. This is medium, probably a 7-foot medium. And I use this for my crankbaits because I need to feel that vibration with the crankbaits and whenever it stops. So it's a great cranking rod, I believe. I can't remember the price on it, but most of this stuff is either $100 or under, and if it is over $100, I will obviously tell you. But you can get all this stuff for pretty close to $100 and under. So this is a great crankbait rod. If you guys are crankbaiting a lot this summer, definitely pick it up. I have not ran into any troubles with it. Here I have a Daiwa CC80 on a Shimano Crucial. Don't know how much the rod is, got it from the auction. 7'6", medium heavy, extra fast. This is my frogging rod. I got 65-pound braid on it. I can sling that frog out there and winch it in through the thickest of thickness, okay? But something I just love. I needed a frogging rod. You need something with good oomph to it. So there's that. Sorry I'm not going too much into detail anymore. I don't want to bore you guys. This is a 13 Fishing Rely Black with a Lume Laser reactor, or Lume reactor. This was like $90 or something. This is my jerkbait rod and reel. It is a 6'7" medium power rod. Don't use it that much. I don't do a lot of jerkbait fishing, but when I have used it, it's all worked very well. So you could probably get away with a little bit different reel if you want to do some research on reels, but the rod is great. I can definitely feel it. Perfect length, perfect action to it. I just don't use it that much. Here I have a Lume Xfinity Speed Spool bait casting reel with a Guggen Squad Go-To. I use this for my small swim baits, which I use this a whole lot more, and like I'm saying, like 4 inches, like around that area. So I have that. I have a Mike Buka tied up on this, and once again, great rod and reel. I've had quite a bit of backlashes with this. It might be personal, might just be user error, but just to let you guys know ahead of time on that. But no knocking on that. And up next I have a Abu Garcia Black Max with a Abu Garcia Vengeance. This is a 7'6" heavy, and it is my jig rod, punching rod. You know, if I need to throw a little bit heavier jig to punch through stuff, or a punching weight to punch through a bunch of grass, I got that. It's really dusty and dirty, but it's great. I haven't had any issues with it when I have used it, and it has done its job. The Abu Garcia has done its job, surprisingly, as a cheap reel. I've thrown this in thick grass, and it has winched them out like it's nothing. So definitely, if you're looking to pick something up for thick cover, definitely go for that. And my final rod, my prized possession, is the Shimano SLX DC, okay, with a Johnny Morris Carbon Light rod. It is a 7'3" medium heavy rod, okay, and the Shimano SLX DC. Everybody knows it. Everybody loves the sound of it. I use Texas rigs all the time. I would use it year round, so that's why I have it on this. This is very, very pricey compared to everything else. But if you do find something that you're like your specialty in, or something you love, definitely invest as much money as you want into it to have the best experience. And it's all just personal preference. But there is that. I love this. Love all of these, but you don't need all of these. And that will be in the next video. So thank you guys so much for tuning in. Take the Versaday with you. Be sure to be subscribed if you're new. And I'll catch you guys on the water. Peace.